In this video I'm going to create this simple polygon window frame. I'll start off with polygon cube, holding down the space bar, going to create polygon primitives cube, and I'll drag the general shape I want. And I'm going to go to my front view. Now in my front view, I'm going to select my geometry, and I'm going to hit Command D to duplicate. I'll hit 4 to get the wireframe. And with my scale tool now I can scale that shape to the size of one of the 6 openings I'm going to make. Before I duplicate these and populate the window frame with the polygons that will subtract and make the openings, I'll go to my perspective view. In my perspective view, I'll hit R on the keyboard to get my scale tool. I want to make sure that this polygon is wider than the actual window frame itself. I'll now return to my front view, hit W, Command D to duplicate, and I'll duplicate 3 across the top, keeping them equidistant. I'll shift select the 3, I'll hit Command D, and I'll pull down the next set of 3. I'm going to go to my perspective view. With polygon Boolean modeling, we can only subtract one piece of geometry from the other. So we have to make these 6 cubes into one piece before we can subtract and leave the opening in our window frame. I'll shift select, hold down the space bar, going to Mesh, Booleans, Union. You'll see that they're all green bordered now where the polygon faces are. I'll center the pivot. I'll return to my front view to tweak this proportionally to what my frame is. I'll hit W. I'll relocate the pivot, holding down the D key, and I'll put it in the upper left-hand corner of the first polygon. I'll hit R on the keyboard, and now I'll scale it as closely as I can get to keep it somewhat symmetrical around the perimeter. Returning my perspective view, I'll now select the piece that will be the window frame, shift select the blocks that will subtract and leave the openings, hold down the space bar, go to Mesh, Booleans, and Difference, and there's my window frame.